Damana peke samahol, peke kufoyengai, ngana lingi na mote mananga, yaka kadigi na koselaya, yaka kadigi mote makwele.
Mesdames, messieurs, je vous dis bonsoir, bon après-midi, bonjour, bienvenue. Nous sommes en sud-africains de motivation. 00 83. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say hello and welcome to a very special edition of the program ASHFORD GARLEY Live. We're starting a little bit early today because we are playing host. So the senior advisor to Mr. Alexander B. Cummings, the former chairman of ANC Global, Mr. Wilfred Passaway, is in our studio tonight. And we are going to have a little conversation for just 1 hour. The opportunity is all yours to join in the program as well. In the meantime, folks, let me do the quick spin like I always do. But now you know me. Our young brothers and sisters are suffering in Liberia. If you can't help this brother or this sister, leave them alone. All we do is criticize. All we do is call people names. Look at yourself. Look within yourself. When the big people do it, we don't say anything. But when the common man does it, then we want to call them disloyal. We want to call them ungrateful. But what have you done? What are you doing for this kid? You think to live in Liberia, where you don't have a job. I experienced begging to survive in Liberia growing up, following the death of my father. Liberia is a very tough country to live in. You want me to do something for you, but you can't teach me how to fish. You want to every once in a while give me a piece of fish. So when the opportunity comes, you want me to sit down there. When you, on the other hand, you're getting money. You living like you're a big shot. But I should be on the ground. I should be in the mud for you. Does that make sense? Now you see why I have distanced myself for some people or some political party. If you can't teach me how to fish, if you just want me to be behind you to hold your bag or hold your grip, and you can't show me the ropes, then what's the essence of being going behind you? These kids have future, and they see things differently because they are on the ground. They know how things are working in Liberia. They have mouths to feed. They got family to take care of. And you expect them to just say, yes, sir. Yes, man. Yes, sir. Yes, man. You know what it means to be in Liberia when you got no food to eat? Listen, I can move to Liberia right now and I will not suffer. You know why? I'm getting paid every month for the rest of my life. I can afford to do that. But not these kids. There's no retirement package in Liberia. There's no unemployment package in Liberia. And these kids are saying to you, we are living, we are making a tough decision today because we believe that these people don't mean well for us. You want to blame them? You want to call them ungrateful? You want to call them disloyal? What have you done for them? To give them $20 every 3 months? To give them $25 every 6 months? And when you give them $20, they come to you the next day, you frown your face as if you want to cry, as if you have been bothered. But you want them to do things for you, to make you look good. Who the hell are you? Are you any better? You get the money, you live like a king, you live like a queen, and the children continue to suffer for you. The CPP will not hold. You know why the CPP will not hold? The same thing that happened to Ty One-Way in Nima County will happen to Alexander Cummings. Take this from me. The CPP will not hold Benana Uri, Joseph Yuma Boyka, Yombli Kanga. They want to come together. From the day Cummings said the only joy he wants is to become president of Liberia, I knew he was in trouble. They don't like Cummings. No, they don't. If somebody can say this, I will say this, because you know what? I am not in the pocket of any politician. And I'm begging you, I will say this respectfully. Please don't disrespect me. For you to say I am in the pocket of George Weah. Listen, if I want to be with George Weah, it will not come from the third party. I will speak with George Weah myself for the level I'm at right now. If I want to be with George Weah, I will speak with him for myself, and it will not be in secret. So sometimes when I say something, you say, oh, they may have been bought by George Weah. Please start disrespecting me. I know they are suffering. I said to you the other night that I didn't know what dessert was. I had one meal. My Oma would come from the market and she would start to cook at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. It would have only one meal. That was it. When I went to Liberia to open up this radio station, I called the guys to interview them, recruited them. The radio station was based on 10th Street. And I just wanted them to go to 9th Street. I said, gentlemen, you're coming across the street, Love House on ice cream. Some of these kids never tasted. I mean, they never had the opportunity to enter the ice cream shop. They got lost. They didn't know where to go. We're waiting for the people to interview them for 35 minutes, 1 hour. We can't see them. Because they are used to going to eating kobo. They didn't know about ice cream shop. So I just thought something happened. Come to find out, they didn't know the ice cream shop because they never entered the ice cream shop before. That the kind of suffering that going on in Liberia. You won't blame somebody. And let me say this to you. I don't want to sound like I'm being a little divisive, but the children right now, they think George Weah is promoting his kind. And he's not only promoting them, he's teaching them how to fish. Go far back and look at the life of Akawas Gray. The man that could barely brush his teeth. Today, Akawas Gray is driving a Mercedes-Benz. Look at Jefferson Koji. Look at Kalasco. These people are creating opportunity for their kind. When was the last time you heard of Kaba, Mama C Kaba, to be orator at a flag day? These people are promoting their kind. The other people, the way to hold a handbag, they will disrespect you. They will give you small things to eat, but they will not teach you how to find out small things. That's wickedness. You can't do that. Again, I will say to you, I'm not a fan of George Weah. I'm so pissed off the way he's treating my country. But George Weah is teaching his folks how to fish. Simple as that. And this young group of kids that you saw today at the headquarters of CDC, that went to join CDC, They are suffering. Suffering does not know loyalty. I'm telling you, when you're suffering and you can't find food to eat, you don't know loyalty. That's what the kids are going through. Look at Poker Robert. Poker Robert, you achieve your son name for Heron Goes that to something else? You're not leaving Heron Goes down. Bentopa. Some men at Bentopa. The man called. Tell me. You see what poverty can do? You see what poverty can do? Love Liberia. Love the people of Liberia. Folks, I'm telling you, the only way you can criticize a man, according to the book writer, walk a mile in the shoes of that person before you can open your mouth to criticize them. Oh, they're ungrateful. They did it, that, they're grievance seeker. Excuse me, grievance seeker? When the children call you or call you to ask you for $100, you make it seem as if it is a battle. They're battering you. Grown men are begging. Grown women are begging just to survive in Liberia. Look, when you're in Liberia, you don't got money, eh? That's so much suffering to go through. I went to Liberia, and there was a time where I couldn't leave my hotel because I didn't even have, to get gas money. Say what tough. I said, when I break here, the way I respond, say I'm coming over in the country. Let me go by America. Yeah, that country, how the people know how to disgrace you in that country, and they will disgrace you to the point where you become a beggar. Anything they want you to do, you do it. That's Liberia for you. That's how tough that country is. Stop. Do not criticize this young man. They have to survive. They have to survive. They have to do something. The next time I hear you or anybody else tell me George Weah has bought me, I will disrespect you. Don't do that to me. George Weah ain't got money for me. I grew up very poor from Jalatan, but I'm used to good life now. I didn't rob anybody to come to America. I've been here over 20, 21, 22 years. And I've gotten accustomed to working hard. I love good things, so I work hard and pay for them. And again, if you hear me support CDC or George Weah, it will not be in secret. And I will not go through a third party. I will be seen with George Weah myself. From my level now, I can't go through a third party. My blood you are, I get big heart. I cry, man. I am not a beggar. I have something that Liberia needs. And I would not sell myself cheap to anybody. If I decide to do something, you have to pay me for my expertise and talent. Oh, well, better now you can be messenger for George Weah. Then they make some multi-millionaire. So me, I pull plan too. Wait now, I'm better than you. You will make a whole lot of money. Can be messenger and say, oh, the president said about divided bucket. I come in divided bucket, yeah. Blah blah blah. So find something else to talk about. This microphone I'm using right now, very expensive, and you can hear how crystal clear this microphone is. This microphone I paid 10 school fees in Liberia for a whole year. That me coming, reduce myself now. To what? I said this before, and I will say it again. I will go after George Weah on a professional level. I've said some things to George Weah that were disrespectful, and I take it back. It's hard for me to take something back, but I'm taking it back. You know why? You have to respect the office of the presidency. I've said some not so kind things to George Weah, and I take it back. But if George Weah misbehaves, I will deal with him in a different way. I will be respectful, but bold and to the point. All of the things I've said to you in the past, Mr. President, in this public manner, I want to say I'm sorry. And I will do this for anybody who is in the Oval Office. Our politics have to be professional, respectful, and direct to the point. Not carry my name around say George Weah has bought me. George Weah ain't got money for me. Nobody can control me. That's why I get up the same way most of you get up and go and bust a tail and work hard. We all do the same. Okay? We all do the same. When I leave this social media, the people say I just Facebook clown. That's what they say. But guess what? I can be on 50 radio stations in Liberia if I want to. I am the only guy that holding myself back. But as of Monday, the 21st of September, we are starting up with 2 radio stations. 2 other stations already called, and they want us to be on their platforms as well. Listen, you will soon hear about the newest broadcast syndicator. Syndication means if you can be on one little spot from America and 50 other radio stations can carry your program. That's radio syndication. It will happen. You know why it will happen? Because I pay my dues. I know how radio works. This is not a brag. This is something I know. Just how you know about numbers in accounting. Just how you know about agriculture. Just how you know about being a doctor. Everybody got an era. Folks, without saying, this is the medicine of the microphone. The golden voice of Liberia. Then now you know me. ASHFORD the Giant Garley. Welcome to the show.
Kai sama hol dinalahar si sube batingan na govela yo sherinanga yaga mama motema nanga kaka pona yo na kolala kake Adija sama hol amanalo fire
And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'd like to say a big welcome to you. Tonight we have with us the advisor to Alexander B. Cummins, the former chair of ANC Global, Mr. Wilfred Passaway is in the building. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we welcome to you, Mr. Passaway. Mr. Passaway, hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Ash, for always a pleasure visiting with you and your guests.
Okay, but man, it's been a minute, man. How's everything?
Wonderful, wonderful. Busy, but busy is always good. Yeah.
Every time you come on, and the way the social media works is that there are a lot of folks uh, that will follow and drop off, and we get all kinds of new followers, people that believe in some of the things that we say. And I just want you to give us 2 minutes of your time and your opening statement. Tell us a little bit about you and what is it that you're doing for the ANC and all that good stuff. And then we can go from there.
Thank you, Ashford, and it's a pleasure again, as always, visiting with you and your guests and your listeners. We have been busy, as you said in the intro of the program. I left the chairmanship of ANC Global. I'm now a senior advisor to Mr. Cummins. There's a lot of work to be done, and one of the things that we are focusing on is making sure we strengthen our party. While we are a member of the CPP, which is a great thing, we still believe that that was a good decision and still is a good decision. We also need to focus on building our organization, ANC. So I have been visiting virtually with other leaders on a regular basis, talking to the leadership in Monrovia, talking about a whole lot of things, a whole range of things, and that has had me quite busy of late. I'm also in the process of working on a planning a trip to Monrovia. But there are a lot of things that we are all tracking and watching. We are you pretty much, I'm sure, on top of most of them. There's a lot of concerns about the voter registration process, the update process. We've seen a lot of evidence online about the fraudulent activities that are ongoing. Multiple registrations or single person in multiple locations. You have people being registered multiple sex. One card says male, the other says female. You have people registering with people with registration cards with no names on them. This is alarming and unfortunate. Again, we can delve into that a little later, but the sadness of the situation is that nobody in their right mind, Ashford, who understands anything about history, can be blinded to the fact that these kinds of overt and blatant fraudulent activities do not end with a democratic solution that benefits the country. If you're not sure that the people should choose who they want fairly, then all you're saying is that you want a dictatorship of some sort. Because the common sense will tell you that if you have to stuff ballot or to go and steal votes or register multiple people multiple times, then you don't trust the fact that the people will choose you. It's as simple as that. You're not confident that you've made a case, you've sold yourself. So if you did those things, the outcome, the people who are the citizens of the country are not naive. They've seen it, they read social media, they watch what's going on. They're not going to sit down and just say, okay, we'll give you all the best and then you're the best person. So the end of the day, you would not have a democratic result, which would be very sad for the country because in the absence of that, you are not going to be able to develop that country. There are a whole bunch of things we have not done. This is not singularly for blame or George Weah administration. This is simplistically a leadership challenge. Any nation, any people, any leader, before you start moving forward, you have to have a good a plan that you have buy-ins from everybody, not just the people who voted for you or the people from your party. Buy in to a national long-term development plan and stick to it. You must have the vision for that plan and the political will to carry it out. So I think I just wanted to kind of lay some of those things out there, Ashford.
Okay, let us talk about you and your party. You have defined the meaning of VPS on several occasions.
Right.
I mean, the voters' perception survey, and I want us to go to Nima County. I want you to tell us what happened in Nima between Tawangwe and Edith Gonglo, where we're told that Edith, with both the VPS and the actual voters, came out victorious against Tawambe. What do you know?
That is not factually correct. And let me explain. I'll start with the VPS. I'm not saying anything that will raise unnecessary controversy. The VPS results are out there. You can take a look at them. They speak for themselves as much as they stand. There were some inaccuracies in the tabulation and the representation of the results. I'm not saying, and I want to be very clear, I'm not saying that if those inaccuracies were corrected or were cured, that the results will tilt the other way. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the representation made in the extract, in the summary of the data, do not fairly represent the voting, the voting of the subject. And this is statistics. This is math. You can go back and look at it. There are some inaccuracies. It would what that would do if you did it correctly. It would give you a better picture of the survey population. And now, how is that relevant? If you did a survey and say, okay, I surveyed 100 people out of a population, a representative sample, and 50% or 52% preferred ASHFORD GARLEY, and 10% preferred a Wilfred Passaway. That analysis, that result, that summary of the tabulation leaves an impression. If in fact you adjust or correct it properly and it shows a narrow margin or variation, it also tells another story. That's what I'm saying. So that's the first thing. So I wouldn't attempt to go into the details of how to make the correction. I don't have the survey with me right now. I did see the survey result, the summary, and then I looked at it. But the issue of the event in Nimba, this is, and again, I'm sure you and maybe most of the listeners are aware that the CPP has constituted a committee to investigate what happened in Nimba. So whatever I'm saying is not to preempt the outcome of that process. But I want to be clear that no rational person can conclude that the outcome or the results from the events in Nimba can be considered as free and fair. That is not logically correct. Why? You have 4 constituent parties in the organization, in the CPP. An event is scheduled for their representatives to participate, the 4 of them. And a situation breaks out, some violent situation, and then they all disperse or they go away. And then you have 3 of the 4 come back to go through the process and conclude that the outcome is valid. The logic doesn't allow that. Logic doesn't allow that to be acceptable because you are asking, the outcome should be based on the majority.
But why 3 of the 4 came back and not the 4?
Well, that's the question that has to be answered. How was it
And I want
determined
to answer that because your 4 collaborating political parties, all right?
right?
3 of the parties decided to do something. They
Right.
implicate the 4th one, and I'm listening to you, and I'm asking you why the 4th party did not join the rest of the 3.
Well, that's the question that has to be answered, because the assumption you're making is the 4th party decided to walk away.
This is not an assumption. This is something that you just said. And I'm just trying.
The basis for the 4th party not being involved. The 4th party wasn't involved. That's a fact. The reason why the 4th party was involved, that's the question. The question has to be, we know the 4th party wasn't involved. Now, when you have a situation of the riot or fighting, I wasn't in that, so I can't speak to the veracity of who started or what happened. That's why an investigation has to also happen. I cannot say what the outcome would have been ordinarily, but the process has to play out. It's just like saying, I go to the play, all the people say will vote for me. So there's no point of voting because we vote, the outcome will be the same. Well, if you vote correctly, if you have the right people voting, then you validate the outcome, the results. The purpose of these exercises is not to just check the box, it's to be seen to be free and fair and above board. The whole process for when these delegates were registered, when they were seated, and when the event was supposed to occur, there were a lot of noise about whether things were done properly or not. The bottom line here, Ashford, is when 4 people agree to do something, it's reasonable to expect that, as they define in the framework, consensus is the highest and the first attempt at resolving any issue. That is a stated fact in the framework of the CPP. So it makes sense to seek consensus in those circumstances. That way, you have a situation where there was blood, people were wounded, people dispersed. Right there, you must understand that some people will hide for their safety and they will not come back. So you can't conclude that your calling person could come back right away and have this program. You have to make sure that you have done adequate reach out, speak to the right persons, make sure people understand the safety is returned, the place is secure, we can come back. That's a simple. I can't pretend that I would know how the outcome would have been. No, I don't know. I expect that was going to do well. We're hoping that he's going to win. But I can't be here in the United States and say that if it goes this way, it went that way. I'm talking about the process.
So where are we now in terms of who?
The committee has been stood up, and the committee, I don't know if they're giving the results.
Who represents this?
The committee has been stood up by the CPP.
Mr. Passaway, listen. Excuse me, I'm talking now. You just had your piece.
Okay.
Who is going to represent the CPP now as it relates to Nima County? There was this primary that was held in Nima, and most of the folks are saying Madam Edith Gonglo Ware is in fact the winner. And there are folks who have called on our show and expressed that if we were to go back and have 5 different primaries or elections in Nima, Edith Gonglo Ware will still come out as being the person that the people love. So now, this is not about the people in other parts of the world of Liberia. This is about the CPP. So where are we now with this stuff? So who will represent the CPP in terms of the senatorial aspirant for the upcoming election in December?
Ashford, I was trying to explain, I got your question clearly, and that is the point I was trying to make clear to you. The process was tainted. It had questions. Now, it may be true that you go 10 times, either will win. It may be very true she could win every any other attempt at the primary. That could be the case. But that's not the issue.
What
You
is the
cannot be,
what is the issue, Mister?
well,
What is
if
it?
the process was questionable, then you cannot accept the result without validating the malfeasance or the irregularity. That's the point I'm making. A committee was set up to investigate by the CPP leadership. The results of that investigation will form the direction of the CPP. When you have an election, the other day you had an election in one of the in 15 district 15. There were questions about certain event. People could argue that it's not relevant because the people will vote the same way. That's not the question. That cannot be the basis for you saying we now have to investigate the situation. Whenever you have a questionable event in these matters, you put a freeze, you investigate and find out whether or not that irregularity rose to the level where it was material enough to cause a disruption or to require another course of action. That's as simple as that. I don't see anything wrong with that. It will be in either's favor. The result could be we investigated, we concluded that the change or the lack of the participation of this party did not alter the result. That could be. I would have a problem with that because it invalidates the very logic of the CPP. But let them come out with the results, and then that would inform the way forward. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. I don't know how the people will vote again or how they will vote 10 more times. They have a right to vote any way they want to vote. If they don't want to vote for a time, you have to accept the result. But I can't say the result, the process had question, which everybody saw. Then we dismiss the question because we say, look, the people are going to vote for either anyway, so let's move on. That's not logical. It will play right into the problem we have in Liberia with everything else. Well, as soon as they come to process, then we ain't like it because it's delaying or it missed. That we have to be honest with ourselves.
Now, you are a very important person on this book internet. The fact that you one of the advisors to Mr. Cummins, the investigation went into play, and they have gotten some responses, and I don't know what is taking them this long to come out to say as to who will represent the CPP from Nima County. And speaking of the investigation into the matter between Madam Edith Gongluwe and Tawamwe, what do you know about the investigation so far?
Well, I know the committee was stood up. I'm aware of that. I know the committee is supposed to provide their report to the leadership. I don't know whether that has happened. I think it should have happened yesterday or today. I don't know what the result of recommendations are. I don't know. I haven't seen that. But whatever comes out, and this is why I say the process is something we should respect. Like everything else, you have this situation, there will be circumstances where there will be disagreement. Let a fair and impartial process get involved and resolve it. If the conclusion is, well, the result stands, then we will have to recognize that the conclusion was that. You can't disregard the concerns of the process, the irregularity in the process, and conclude that everybody is saying Edie will win, Edie is the most popular person. That may all be true. That could very well be the case. But that cannot be the basis for your decision. If you have identifiable factual evidence that there is or there were irregularities or situations that warrant investigation, you can't dismiss the concerns. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, folks, if you just joining us, this is British Radio Africa. You're listening to a very special edition of Ashford Garley Live. And just so you know, as of next week, we will be in Liberia on two of the radio stations in that country, uh, 95.5 FM, uh, the Super TV Channel 10, and we will also be on 101.5 FM. And we just picked up a few stations. One of the stations is 101.9 Juicy FM. And we also picked up 104.1 Live FM. And there are several radio stations that want to hear from you people. Some of them can't afford the data that to buy the internet and and pay for it. But when you are locally heard in Liberia, I mean, that's only big for them. So we want to say a big thank you for the invitations or the invites from some of the local radio stations that believe in us in terms of our messages to Liberia. Hey, we're humble and we just want to say a big thank you to you. Before I go back to Mr. Passaway, uh, this platform is self-funded. I'm doing this because I have passion for what I do in terms of radio and television. But I am not too big to say anything God lay on your heart. You can be a contributor. We accept donation. We don't charge people to come on here, but we accept donation. Any little God lay on your heart, you can send it to us. So we'll take a word from a donor. We'll come back to Mr. Passaway.
These days, everything seems difficult in Liberia. Traveling to Monrovia, buying things, and even getting around town. But one thing stands up above the rest, and finding a perfect place to stay. Whether you live in the United States or Liberia, OBG Real Estate Company is your best option for buying, building, or listing your home in Liberia. With over $25 million in insurance on our business, you can sleep at night knowing when you buy or rent a property in Liberia. With OBG Real Estate, you will have peace of mind and sleep at night. For more information, please contact OBG Real Estate at 810-333-3955 or 810-986-7089. We can also be reached at otovius@yahoo.com. But broadcast syndication is just the easiest way to reach the entire country. John Brace Radio Africa, in collaboration with Super FM 95.5, Super TV Channel 10, and Joy FM 101.5 for Ashford Garley Live. Chat with the newsmakers, businesses, and social organizations. Starting Monday, September 21st, the program comes on Mondays and Wednesdays, 2 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 to 7:30 p.m. Liberian Time, with the medicine of the microphone, the golden voice of Liberia. Ashford the Giant, the Now You Know Me Garley. That's Ashford Garley Live on British Radio Africa in collaboration with Super FM 95.5, Super TV Channel 10, and Joy FM 101.5. Broadcast syndication is in full effect. This is not a game. Not for no. That Now You Know Me.
I want to go back to Mr. Passaway. He's still here. Come in, Mr. Passaway, and just continue from where we left up. We have a few minutes left, and perhaps we can open up the phone line for folks to ask a few questions. Did you get my last conversation before we went to the commercial.
Well, sure. I think Ash, for one of the things, and I might be slightly digressing here a little bit. One of the things I like to hope we would all focus on is the larger question: what is in the best interest of our country? It's very easy for all of us to get exercise and want to do things and want to shout and want to go after each other. That's never a winning strategy. It's never helpful. We can argue. I disagree with people on the policy issues, and I make my point, and they may disagree with it. But if we are to move our country forward, it cannot happen in this climate of continuous contention, squabbling, fighting, aggression, people thinking you have to be loud and assertive and rude and go after people, the safety of people. Because the whatever you achieve in that moment is Pyrrhic victory because it cannot survive. It will not be. It cannot be sustained. Anything you do, we have a very terrible situation in our country. Poverty is rampant. We have the corruption all over, degradation, misery. People have, like you just lay out in your intro, people are struggling. There is I mean, terrible, terrible situation. The few people, and we are proud people. So people put on this front of managing, but many families, more than 75, 80% of the people in our country, they're struggling. They're below the poverty line. They're struggling. So the focus for us who have been a little fortunate, we have to step back. You give some examples of people living in mansion. Then you go right after you open the gate for a mansion, you see potholes, people in huts. Then your children going abroad every now and then carrying money. You have houses all over. You can be impressed by those things, and think that you have achieved something, but you're empty. Because if you have the authority and the power and the opportunity to help, not just give handouts. I mean, I wouldn't be particularly talking about what you mentioned, but I'm just speaking generally. You have to start thinking about what is it I can do to help move the situation one step ahead, one step forward. How can I, in my own little weak way, make a little difference? And then how we as a people collectively can get this country out of this doldrum. Because trust me, this is not just we are problem. This is a problem, a perennial problem in Liberia. We have never had an opportunity where the closest we came to was with Tobot. We now had an opportunity where there will be a situation where we say, okay, national leadership sits down and says, let's put together a functioning, effective, long-range development plan, bring all the stakeholders and stick to it. And you can't keep building road here, build this and that here. You gotta have a comprehensive plan.
Mr. Passaway, what has been the conversation with you and Mr. Cummings? You are the advisor to Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings. This gentleman wants to be president of Liberia.
Everything I'm telling you.
What are you talking about? I mean, come
that's
on.
What we talk about. That's exactly what we're talking about. We talk about how, not just what we need to do, but how we need to do it. The last time in 2017, I can forward you his plan, his platform, is the whole 9 yards. He laid out a strategic long-term development plan for Liberia, specifics.
Do you also talk about him being a stranger and the people in Liberia are saying he needs to do more because everything that he tries to do, the people just don't see.
No, you see, the people who say that, Ashford, the people who say that, I can also share with you the list of things he has done since 15, 20 years ago, not just when he ran in 2017. But Mr. Cummings is not the person who would want to walk around when he gave you $50 and want to let everybody know he gave you $50. He has done far more as a person that I'm aware of that any other Liberian has done as a person. Mr. Cummings, I want to repeat that. Mr. Cummings, Alexander B. Cummings, as a Liberian, has done far more for Liberia and Liberians than any other Liberian I know of, that I'm aware of. I can send you the list of 30, 40 different big things he's done over his lifetime. Now, we have to be honest here. He did not come from wealth. He earned every penny he has, whatever amount he has, he earned it through the reputable way. He went through and showed his intelligence, his brilliance. He acquired those things. The people who are making that point, Ashford, they're the people who don't want progress. They don't want progress because they're thinking, before he came on the stage, there were the typical Liberian way of doing things. Okay, the old boss network, here go, blah, blah, blah. Because they're comfortable. They're comfortable. You and I, we don't need them, but they're comfortable because that's where the power structure is. They walk around, they walk around like they own the place they're walking, and then they get people, they take money, peel it on the street, give people money, and they feel the accomplishment. But they go back and look around there, nothing. So they don't want new ideas that will move the country forward because it will bring other people up to their level or beyond their level. So those are the people who are not self-confident. They don't have self-confidence because if you're confident in yourself, you know who you are. You want people to be up to your level. Because when somebody, there's not exclusivity, there's no brilliance, exclusivity or intelligence or brilliance. If somebody's smart and you're smart, it doesn't mean because the person's smart, you don't. No. If you have resources, somebody gets resources, that's fine. Because together, that's the only way we can raise that country up. Because all we see ourselves doing now, when Mr. Cummings laid out his plan, he laid out a very detailed plan. I will share with you, actually. It's not.
Now, Mr. Pastor, we're talking about the detailed plans that Mr. Cummings has laid out. The people still see Mr. Cummings as a stranger.
Who the people?
Listen, Mr. Passaway. They are saying the numbers are not there for Mr. Cummings.
Who the people?
Now, most of the voters in Liberia are saying what happened to Tar One Way will be the same thing that will happen to Mr. Cummings because the Uri, the boycott, the Yomli Kanga Lawrence, they are going to push the card of Joseph Human boycott. And from day one, Alexander Cummings said that he wants to be president. And that's the only job he's interested in. If he cannot be the president, he will support in some way, somehow. But his ultimate goal.
So he was not supposed to say that? He was not supposed to say that?
He wants to be a president. And then somebody asked and said, listen, why you can't start with us with being a senator? And he went further to say, listen, when you are a senator, that means that some of the businesses that you are involved with, you will have to stop the businesses, and the senatorial position is very vital, a very important position. So it means that you can't do some of the things that you are doing on the side, because when you are a senator, you have to be upfront. So now the senatorial position is too small for Cummings. The only thing he wants is to be president. When he becomes the president, then it means he will have the upper hand to continue to enrich himself. What do you say to that?
I will say a few things to just pretty much debunk that whole thing, because it's not anywhere near the realm of logic or reality. The first thing, Ashford, is that Mr. Cummings has always said the reason he chose or he's choosing to want to be president is because it's the most impactful position in the country. He said that publicly many times, and he wants to give his all, his best. The second thing is, who has a right to decide which position you actually should pursue? Nobody has that right. The people will decide whether they will vote for you or whether they will not vote for you. But the aspiration, the determination, nobody can say, oh, Ashford, don't vote, don't go after our position. We will decide you must go for the position. It's the same mindset. That's why I just laid up the open the mindset of people saying you got to fit into the cartel. If you don't fit in there, then we're not interested in that. I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you why. Mr. Cummings is determined to stay engaged and help Liberia for startup. He's not just into politics. He's doing a whole bunch of other things involving other business, hundreds of people benefiting. The second thing is he will not be deterred because somebody using surrogates to try to put things out there and say X, Y, Z. This is a man who, over about 30 plus years, has established himself. He has a bona fide. He's not somebody say, oh, but he was in private sector, he was not in government. I said to the person, one of my friends who said, I said, you know what you need to do? Go and find out how you rise through these multinational corporations from nowhere. You're not from a money family. You're not from a big name family. You're not from a big country. You're from a small Liberia, and you rose to the third highest position in the company. Ask yourself and ask people who know these matters to tell you you don't do that because somebody think, oh, they must feel sorry for you. You prove yourself every day. Results, success, growth, expansion, profit. You got to prove yourself. Over 100,000 employees, over $2 billion of annual expenditure and budget. You run that successfully without any question. I don't know how you would say you're comparing that person with the situation like, oh, but you are different. When you buy that thinking, actually, if you buy that thinking, then you're falling right back into that mindset. Everybody I have spoken to in Liberia, if they had the opportunity to travel and come to America or Europe or England or Australia, everybody, a few people will say, I will stay, I won't go. So if you see people aspiring to want to go improve themselves, they want to go to environment, to organizational countries where there's a stability, structure, where hard work is rewarded, you can better yourself. Somebody goes there and does very well and comes back. Then you're questioning whether or not this person is ready for Liberia. I don't get into that conversation because it doesn't agenda the kind of logical thing. At the end of the day, I will tell you this. We are not deterred. There's nobody in Liberia who would deter Alexander B. Cummings. Nobody. He will go the role. He will stay the course. He has committed to the CPP. He will stay committed to the CPP. They will play a set up.
So, Mr. Mr. Passaway, again, thank you so much for taking off time of the busy schedule. Just before I get back to you, I want to say this to Rodney Peabody. You are just an entertainer, and I love your comment, Rodney. Thank you so much. Now, let's talk about moving forward. I want us to talk about
Okay.
this one thing, and then you can give us your closing statement.
Okay.
Before you close, we'll open the phone line because our next guest is already in the back studio from Liberia. So how is this gonna end with Taiwan way and either Gonglo way? I mean, with you being one of the senior advisors to Mr. Cummings, you speak to him on a daily basis. What is going on? So how do we close this chapter from the primaries in Nima County?
The process, as I said, a committee was stood up to investigate and bring recommendations to the CPP leadership. Mr. Cummings has always been above board. He's a man of high intellect and candor. He respects the rules, and the framework agreement is the guiding principle that he will follow, and the outcome will be respected. Now, I don't know what the outcome will be or the recommendation will be, but that's how that will play out. But the larger question, I would think, and people have said, oh, a lot of things. If if you're wondering whether somebody should not do something because it may be bad or look bad, or it will not send the right message, all of that can be considered. But fundamentally, you have to ask, the first question is, what is the basis for any action or inaction? What is the basis? The basis has to be the foundation. If we have agreement, you might have an agreement, and our agreement is the guiding principle, the basis for our action. Before I do anything or don't do anything, that has to be the basis. The thing, we're not naive. Trust me, we are not naive. We are clear eye. We know a lot of he's not exercise. He doesn't exercise. He doesn't get into exercise. He's not prone to want to make a statement and be shouting. No, that's not who he is. And we don't do that. We listen, we observe, we understand, we have a good sense of where things are going, and we follow that course. And nobody should for a moment doubt that Mr. Cummings doesn't have steel in his spine. Nobody should doubt that.
Mr. Passaway, you are a very great communicator. Okay? And nobody can take this from you. Are you telling us tonight on British Radio Africa and the rest of the world that Alexander Cummings will be the next president of Liberia in 2024?
Actually, I can't say that. How would that would be a presumption.
I mean, you're so confident about this man. You believe in this man. You believe Alexander Cummings is the guy.
Yeah, but Ashford, here's the thing. I've been involved in Liberian politics long enough. I know the key players. They are good people. I can't disparage any of them.
You cannot go into a fight if you don't want to be the winner.
Precisely.
In this case, you want to be a winner. That's why you are served.
Exactly.
That's why you are served as the chair for ANC Global, and now you are one of the senior advisors.
Absolutely.
And you believe in this man, and you want him to win.
Yes.
That he can be the next president of Liberia. So
yes.
How do you think my question is valid?
No, your question is valid. Your question is valid. I didn't say that. I can never say that. The point I'm making is, Ashford, when you go to any competition, you're going to win. You can't go play football against a man, I just want to second. No, you won't win the trophy. That's why we came to this thing. No, we don't pretend. Everybody knows that. What we expect to happen is the process that we agree to will play out. Open, free, and fairly. That's what we expect. But we came to this convinced that we can make the case and win. Of course, anybody who tells you otherwise, they're not being honest. Every one of the leaders came to this for the same reason. That's a giving. You didn't come to this because you're thinking, okay, I won't be there, I won't be second. No. Now, in the end, if the way it plays out, if it plays out according to the rules and the terms we lay out, we accept that. We have laid out, Mr. Cummings has said that, the party leadership, the chairman, the executive committee has said it from day one. The ANC had internal discussion and agreed to become a part of the CPP. The CPP has guidelines, has a framework, an agreement. If the terms of the agreement are followed, in the end, the result will be respected. We have no qualms about that. It's just like you can't be supporting somebody for a position. They say, "My man, I support you, but I'm not sure you will, but I will still support you." Are you convinced other people can support the person? I'm convinced. I know who he is. I'm convinced he will be a great leader for the country, and the country needs him. So I don't even. That's not even something I give second thought. Actually.
That's all the time we have to be with you. I wanted to open the telephone line, but we don't have time now because our next guest is up and ready, and I want you to give him 2 minutes with your closing statement.
Thank you, Ashford. Again, I think the problem, all of our discussions have a very similar theme, in my view. We have the issues we can see on a daily basis. We all have friends, families in Liberia. We hear these pleas, we send money, we try to help. But the question that we cannot dismiss is, what is it that we're not doing right as a country, as a people? What is it? I talked to my friends in Senegal, in Ghana. They're doing extremely well, very well. They had the same challenges many years ago. Most of the countries in the region doing well. Our people are the ones that are at the bottom of the pit. And we're the smallest country, but relatively, and we have well, a lot of abundance of resources, a lot of smart people. What can we muster? We, meaning the collective us, muster that confidence that said, look, you're not in my party, but I need all of you to come together. Let's work on the plan. I don't care who has the credit. Yeah, building roads are great thing. You can't dismiss any improvement, but the questions are interwoven. The solution cannot be one off. It cannot be ad hoc. It has to be comprehensive. What are you doing about healthcare? What are you doing about education? What are you doing about the utility services, jobs, agriculture, security? Those are things that cannot be done in one on one. It has to be done on a comprehensive basis. So I think every opportunity we need to reinforce that, to find a common understanding, to make sure we can find a solution for our country. We need that in our country, or else we'll be doing the spiral dance.
And I want to say a big thank you to the friend and brother, Mr. Wilfred Passaway, for taking the time to form part of the program tonight. Yeah, at British Radio Africa. And Mr. Passaway, want to say a big thank you to you for what you've done. You've been on the air every time we called you. And one of the reasons why I think you can do a lot of things for Liberia, whether or not your candidate succeeds in becoming president of Liberia, you can do a lot of things. You can open up your arms to President Weir or other political leaders who are heading that country, because you have principles. You deal with something we call time management. Whenever I call you, you say, Ashford, I will call you in the next few days and I will get back to you as to whether or not I'm available. That's a good thing. A lot of people don't do that. They tell you they will call, they don't call. And true to your statement, you will call and say, Ashford, yes, I think we can go forward with this. I think we can do this. You know, and that's a good thing. And I just want to applaud you, man.
Thank you.
For what you've done, and continue to do for not only the CPP or the ANC as well. You know. Lastly, just before you leave, how is your relationship with the CPP diaspora, the guys that you work with, the Erasmus,
Oh, very good. Very good.
Bishop Snowden, and all that. It's going
Very
on.
good. Very good relationship.
Thank you, brother. God bless
Thank
you.
you very much.
And
Okay.
so,
Thank you. Okay. Goodbye.
thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, this is yours truly. I'm looking good, smelling good, and I'm coming to you from Detroit. Guess what? We have coming up next Quincy T.Y. Jeweler. Quincy T is in the house, folks. You won't laugh tonight? I know some of you ain't live for a while, and you want to live tonight. So Quincy T is here, and it just doesn't get any better. The thing Quincy T has in store for you all tonight, you will be shocked. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to do a little bit of Kofi Olomide, and just after that, we'll bring in Quincy T, Rodney Peabody. It better give me a hard time. And Ashford, now you want to be serious. Went all day making fun of the president. Look at your one. Hey, man. Leave me alone, man. Back up, Matthew. Small brother. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Ashwa?
Hey, where's he?
I thought you said you were playing Smoke of You Olomide again.
When? Okay, let me play. The people say I'm gonna get her so I can dance. When I get her to dance, they can pay me. Hey.
Jack Pemba, Belade, Inoel Ngoya,
Mr. Sekou Kanen, my friend and brother. I haven't talked to Sekou in a long time. Sekou Kanen, my man, I hope you okay, oh.
De Young International,
Rodney Peabody,
Procureur Tchamala,
Pape Flomo.
Jean-Jacques Toile.
Listen, Pape Flomo, on a very serious note, if I lie, God, I will not get blessing. I spoke with Juan Boudike, the real man, the man they call Juan Boudike. I called the man answered the phone. He said, talk. I said, I want you to come on the show. He said, who's this? I said, this is ASHFORD GARLEY from British Radio Africa, based in the US. Then, you were asking that you are calling somebody. He said, hey, Commissioner, is the meeting about to start? Then he said, hey, I'm about to go to the meeting. I'm busy now. Listen, Pape Flomo, if I'm lying, I should never get blessing. But I spoke to the real Juan Boudike. I got his number. I will not tell you who give me a number, but I got his number. I spoke to him. I still have the number now. That's how you know, man.
Jean-David Diamote, Jean-Jacques Bayonne, Chiti Bilomba, Tuna, Didier Moukali. Il est l'homme.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say hello and welcome to ASHFORD GARLEY Live. Tonight we are playing host to Quincy T. Julie. Quincy T, don't bring your cheapness here tonight. Quincy T is in Liberia, and this brother, you're not suffering. But we have to, respect the talent and expertise of Quincy T. If you love Quincy T and some of the things that he is going to say tonight, please make the Cash App happy. And I will pin the Cash App in just a little bit. But before Quincy T comes on, I want to say congratulations and happy birthday to my own little sister, Mamoni Dennis. Mamoni, today is your birthday. Happy birthday. May God continue to bless you and let us show hope that you live to see many, many more birthdays to come. You've been single for a long time. That God bless you. There's some kind of man come your way and marry you because you're too good and too fine to be single. My money, I am praying for God to bless you with a good man that will love you, that will cherish you. Mamoni Dennis, congratulations. Happy birthday. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we introduce to you Quincy T.Y. Julie. And as always, he will begin with a prayer. Quincy, welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Ashford. Folks, how you doing down there? I hope everybody good. Because we're good on this side. We're taking it easy, Liberia, you know. They normally say, I keep hearing people say things getting hard. I say things will not get soft. The war is coming to an end. So things will get harder and harder. As they get hard, we ourselves will get hard. Things can be getting hard, then we're getting soft. So if things think that it can get hard, we us the harder. A harder thing can get harder. We're standing by to get harder help. Harder suffer me, we suffer harder. After before I pray, right in my neighborhood here, one parent guy, the man doing security work. The man get security, he the security for the people compound, but then they get dog. But the dog they fight. Everything they make it be thinking about eating the dog. The man say, I want to eat one of the dog. Yeah. Every time the man think is I will plan some kind of way I will eat the dog. The man plan nothing. The man say, I know what to do. The man blast the dog. Instead of the dog doing the barking in the neck, that he the one can be barking in the neck. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. But he say it now. I talk about that to you. He say it now. What?
Wow.
I said, Mama, why Maria girls they can't get a chance? The women in town, why they can't get the men that chance?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't understand.
What do you mean?
Woman, okay, you invite a girl on a date, right? Just want to spend the time together. You invite her for to spend time together.
Mm-hmm.
She go and borrow her friend clothes. You too, you go, you borrow your friend room. Then she vex, why you go borrow room? You don't carry her to your, that your own set clothes you wear.
Mm-hmm.
You borrow, I borrow. Borrow. We won't be vex. You don't get money. Then you say, I can love to broke men. The other guy say, let me tell you something. You're sitting here, you're there talking about we the men and we the women. Let me tell you, I mean, fair with you. I don't love to cheat men.
She doesn't what?
She don't love to cheat men. She don't love to fake guys. I don't like to deal with fake men.
Oh, that's serious?
Yeah, they pretend like they got money, but they fake only on Facebook. They can kind of bluff. They can't borrow their friend anything. They can't bluff on Facebook. When you go check them off Facebook, they're broke. So broke ass niggas. I like fake men. So my man just look at her and say, sister, let me ask you, you real? The hair on your head, a fake, Brazilian hair. Your eyebrow, a fake. The eyelashes, a fake. The lenses, a fake. Lipstick, a fake. Your fingernail, a fake. Your titty, a fake. Your toenail, a fake. Your butt, a fake. What thing, sister, you real? Lord, let us pray. Our partners in celestial firmament, greetings be that nomenclature. That domain, a project on the geological fair as it is in your dominion. Grant us our quotidian meal to masticate continuously. Accelerate us not into dubious activity, but redeem us from indomitable and inferior states. For thine is the dominion, the peace, and the splendor. For perpetuity and perpetuity, let the church say amen.
And And ladies and gentlemen, just so you know that the Quincy is live now on British Radio Africa. Listen, like I always say to you all, any dead water can put a fire.
They put on fire.
Today we have Quincy, we have ASHFORD GARLEY. I'm telling you, tomorrow, don't say, oh, these guys were great. Celebrate us now while we're here with you. Because you know what I'm saying this, Quincy, in the 90s, you know what they got where they got the new Ministry of Health in Congo Town?
Yeah.
That place used to be a displaced center for people.
Yeah, it used to be.
You know, the great Maurice Dolly that went and won awards for Liberia, he died at that place.
Wow.
Maurice Dolly died at that display center in Congo Town. It was then the unfinished Ministry of Health.
Yeah.
And when it happened at the time, I was at ELBC. And it hurt at the time. Celebrate us now while we're here. Don't celebrate us when we're gone. I'm begging you.
No.
Have Quincy, you have ASHFORD GARLEY. So any late dead water can put a fire. The cash app is on there. 248 979 1718. Quincy is there. Yeah, Quincy has been in the business for a little what 30 years. Entertainment. And this is what he knows. Quincy saved my life. When the echo people wanted to beat me, that it was the same Quincy that helped me out. It was the same Quincy that helped me out. And I can't forget people who have been there for me. Some of people I know you didn't come here on the show tonight to spend, but open all your wallet, take out that debit card, and tap in something for the show tonight for Quincy. Because tomorrow, that Saturday, Quincy will do his show. He and what the boy named Bill will be together, and they'll go Young Boy and all that kind of stuff. Please show love to Quincy. You're not finished praying. Let's begin the joke session. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, women. Most of the time, I like to deal with the women issue because they're the one who can cause us the problem. We can take all the risk and things for them. You know, today you hear women talking about gender equality. They say we and men, we are equal, 50-50. When we talk about gender equality, it's gender equality. I say, my sister, I agree. Gender equality is good, 50-50. One cement truck, they get back to one school to EAWA. They're looking for 5 women to go offload the cement from there. They will pay your good money, 200 US each. She had to say she's not able. I said, then your lead the equality will not equal. The man said, baby, she the one, she tell, asking her boyfriend, baby, can you take a bullet for me? The guy said, my dear, a Christian, the Bible says I shouldn't take what is not mine. How can I take a bullet for you? I see some men telling women, baby, I can die for your business. I will die for your sake. I can never tell woman that thing.
Why? Yeah. Why you can't tell woman that thing? Why you can't tell us you
die? Tell woman say you die for her. When you die for her, you go. Then I'm different men will take care and kill her dog. So what you die for her for?
Wow.
Baby, I will die for you. One guy told one girl part that thing. He said, Mr. Johnson, I will die for your daughter's sake. Mr. Johnson called your daughter and said, but then tell your husband, your boyfriend, that I will take care of your funeral. The man followed the when they get back. Oh, you say you're done with the daughter, the man will do your funeral. Then you get very call me, say, the puppy, they get by laying.
Wow.
What kind of country is it? You know, sometimes you hear parents telling the children, you hear parents telling the children, marriage before sex. Not sex before marriage. Their boy and his sister, their parents telling them.
I made something. You said why before sex or marriage?
Marriage before. They're trying to encourage the children to avoid sex. So they're telling the children that they should marry before they have sex.
It can't happen in Liberia.
Yeah, but the men who advancing the children, their wedding anniversary picture, they met 2 children in the wedding picture.
So if they make got 2 children standing in a wedding, Quincy, why are they talking about marriage for sex? The men already fast. Instead of what they can put a fire, the men already. Why are they talking about Quincy? I beg you, man.
No, what? Most parents now what they can do and they can forget. They advising the children that they should marry first before they have sex. But so how did your two children manage to be your wedding picture? How?
Wow.
One guy, the man in our community, they make him running laughing. The music was at a measure of boss brow. A fool. I said, you fool the boss brow. You say you fool the boss brow. You say I gave him money, I gave him the boss. He thought I gave him the boss, but I gave him that. He said, he fool the boss brow. He said I gave him money, but he think I gave him the boss, but I gave him that.
But then how did he get home, Quincy?
The man walk. The man said he fool the brow.
Oh my God.
The thing like actually the thing is like the boss is going Broad Street, right? From ESW, the boss going Broad Street. Then you get the driver money, then you get out, you go back home. Then you say you fool the brow.
So you get a driver the money, right? And you get them from the boss
and
go
home.
Back. So who fooled you?
Yeah, then you telling me
you fooled
that driver. I gave money, I gave him.
Is he from Central Liberia? Is he from Central Liberia? You heard what I said?
My wife looking at me. So we can reserve that comment for now.
Oh my God.
She gave me I like it.
Wow.
She gave me, I met one guy to Duguro Junction a few days ago. The man got on his keke, trust no lady.
Trust what?
Why? Trust no lady.
Trust no native.
Now what they painted on his keke, he had it in front and behind.
What was that supposed to mean?
Trust no lady. Trust no lady.
Trust no name.
I was thinking myself, I said, probably trust no lady. You shouldn't trust anyone.
Oh, trust no lady. Oh, wow.
I was thinking, yeah. Now he put the keke up the side, all in front. There were plenty on there. I was thinking, I said, wow.
So some old Mariam, not sure that would mean that. Is that what he was trying to say?
No, what happened? He's trying to paint a picture. It's like probably 1 or 2 years ago, they had a Lexus Jeep or some kind of Red Rover and a woman messing up so that keke he driving. So you advise a man, don't ever you trust any woman.
Wow.
Seriously. You know, we're talking about corruption.
Trust no.
This is not politics. This is not politics. This is comedy. But we're talking about corruption in Liberia.
No, before you talk about corruption, Quincy, let me ask you the question.
Yeah.
Why Liberian people to try all the time? When I mean try all the time is, take for example, somebody comes from Nigeria or Ghana, the Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, and they ask you the question, Quincy, Liberians are the only people that want to make it seem like they are international. You from Liberia, why you can't use your Liberian accent to answer the person? The guy is from Nigeria and he say, listen, Oga, I am trying to go to Johnson Street. And you the Liberian man now, he say, Johnson Street is right around the corner. When you make life so, when you make that other left, then you can go so and stop. Why are we trying to do this? What is it about us Liberians? Are we just so humble? Why we try to be something that we're not, Quincy?
No, actually, what happened is that most Liberians, I mean, I can say that we should be, either we are or we should be the only people that can adapt to any nationality or any country tune or way of talking. We all error, but to find them easily adapt to us unless they were born here, grew up here, went to school here.
Yeah.
But the Liberian man will, refugee time, wartime, Liberians will go to Nigeria, they will learn the Nigerian accent, they will meet a Nigerian. If he speaks the pidgin English, they will always want to reply in the same manner so that he feel, he feel connected. He feel like, okay, I think I know this guy. I can relate to this guy. But by right, we're supposed to speak simple, standard English. It may not be our colloquial.
Yes.
Just simple, standard English.
Me, I ain't know to speak simple standard again because when I tried to people say that series, I've been out of Liberia for a long time. But
I experienced that some years back when I used to be in Sweden. Every time we host the Flag Day or the Independence Day celebration, Independence Day celebration, what you say? Ashford, I'm not getting any sound.
Are you there, Quincy?
Okay, I'm hearing now. You getting me?
Let me hear you.
I'm talking.
Quincy,
hello?
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
What can see my?
Ashford.
Quincy T.Y. Julie, are you there?
I'm here. I'm getting you. Ashford?
Hold on. Sometimes when you're doing
you
these
see me?
shows, you gotta be very careful.
Ashford, I'm seeing you.
You can't swear. You can't say, Quincy, you there?
Yeah. You see me?
Glasses on. Quincy say he wants to load that.
But I see you.
What are you wearing glasses for? And you keep me a YBA.
Hello?
Quincy, are you there? Quincy there?
I'm here.
Quincy. Yeah, this one God bless you.
Ashford. What going on, man? I'm here.
Okay, talk now. You there? Then talk.
Yep, I've been talking. You getting me now? I think it's the network.
Well, folks, if you just joined us, we have with us tonight. So we're hearing you, singer man, ASHFORD GARLEY. Okay. Well, Quincy, go ahead. Yeah, continue from where you left it at. Hearing you.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Thank God.
We're talking about Liberian.
Me a little bad. But go ahead, Quincy. Yeah, just continue with this stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about Liberian accent.
And just so you know, if you have something for Quincy, just show him some love. The Cash App is on there. It's 248-979-1718. Show some love for Quincy T.Y. Julie. He's in Liberia. All right, Jagonti Zodua. Thank you. Go ahead, Quincy.
Yeah. So Liberians are like that. When we used to have the Flag Day program in Sweden, I used to serve as MC. When I speak, the Swedes were always asking me why my English is different from the other Liberians they know. They were asking, are you a Liberian? I'm like, yeah, I'm a Liberian. I don't have to speak colloquial, but I can speak standard English that you understand. So it's a normal thing for Liberian. We can adapt. I can learn French the Ivorian way.
Yeah.
I can learn French the Guinean way. But I can speak standard English that you understand. So it's a normal thing for Liberian. We can adapt. I can learn French the Ivorian way.
Yeah.
I can learn French the Guinean way. But I can speak standard English that you getting me? So it's a normal thing for Liberian. We can adapt. As well. Corruption. You getting me?
How am I getting you loud and clear? Damn it.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody asked the student, the teacher asked, what is corruption?
Quincy.
They ask what is corruption.
It is a little frustrating because
They are too much.
there's a little delay,
Yeah, there's a little delay. I think that's the weather on this side.
Get talk, Quincy.
Okay,
Continue to
okay.
talk.
Yeah, corruption. The teacher asked what is corruption. One guy in the class, the guy said, teacher, corruption is when you fart in public and you still join other people to be looking out for who fart. That is corruption. You know that you fart, but you actually they're not you, and you're checking. Then you're looking around, looking at other people, asking them that you fart. That's how you describe corruption. You know that you fart, but you actually they're not you, and you're checking. Then you're looking around, looking at other people, asking them that you fart. That's how you describe. Look, my brother, let me tell you something. In Liberia here, you don't trust anybody. You don't depend on anybody. Don't trust anybody. Even LEC get target generator. You will not believe it. Ask for LEC to get a target generator. My brother, let me tell you something. In Liberia here, you don't trust anybody. You don't depend on anybody. Don't trust anybody. How can I pay $300 to Stephen Royal Hotel? And you say I'm not paying the pay. Yeah, that it makes sense to you. I get a chance to sleep in Royal Hotel. You pay me you pay $300 just for one night. I will pay in a bed. I'm going to fool you. Even the swimming pool, you give me chance to swim in the swimming pool. They charge anything $50. I will pay in a swimming pool. I will pay in a bed. You drinking water from the bottle? They drinking from the bottle. One of my men in the time, the doctor told you to change your drinking habit. The doctor told you if you don't change your drinking habit, alcohol will kill you. As for I went to that ballhouse, I saw the man drinking beer with teaspoon. He said that doesn't even change the drinking habit. So you're not drinking it from the bottle now. He put a beer in a glass, he takes teaspoon, he's drinking it. He's drinking beer by teaspoon.
Quincy.
Yo.
Quincy, call back.
Okay,
drop the phone and call back, Quincy.
All right.
Quincy, drop the phone and call back. Okay, I just asked Quincy to drop the phone and call back, and let's see what happens. Quincy, would you please just call back? All right. Yeah, call back because there's a little delay here. Quincy to drop the phone and call back, okay. And I think we're super now. See what happens. I think we're super. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joining us, Philip Passoat and the rest of the crew, James, S. Keller, Papa Flomo, Rhoda Wright. Rhoda, it's been a long time, man, since the last time we talked. My sister Selman Scott is in the building. And Mr. G. Chid Topic, thanks for that recommendation in asking Quincy to drop off and call back. In the meantime, folks, this is what we do. And as of next week, we will be in Liberia. Okay.
How is it?
You can hear me? Hello, Quincy. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank God, Quincy. Yeah, you live now. Thank God we have fixed this thing. Go ahead. Just start from when you were talking. Quincy, I'm going to grab coffee. Just keep
I was talking about.
Yeah, keep talking.
Yeah, I was talking about my man I can drink beer from teaspoon. Because the doctor told him he must change his drinking habit. The other man, the doctor get a man sleeping tablet. Say the tablet, you must take it, it will make you sleep good. The man waited 12 minutes just to go for the tablet. The man take him to. The wife go ask him, say, where you going? He said, shh. They say that sleeping tablet, the tablet sleeping. Don't make enough for you wake them up. He from Central Liberia. Yeah. I got to look for it before I call Central Liberia name. How can you call me? Wofulaga. I mean, you were trying to call somebody, he mistakenly called me. And I answered the phone. I said, yes, hello. He said, Jallo? I said, no, this is not Jallo. Wrong number, please. They call the phone off. One day he call again. I pick up the phone. I said, wrong number. He said, I'm trying to call Jalo. Do you know Jalo number? I said, that means so much. How the hell would know Jalo number? Jalo number.
Quincy, please, Quincy, please hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute, Quincy. Rita Wright, Papi Flomo, and the rest of the crew out there. Listen, Quincy is on the air every Thursday. Okay, every Thursday night he's on here on Bridge Radio Africa. I just posted the Cash App. Any dead water can put a fire. Anything God lay on your heart, you can do it. And Quincy, tonight, want to say happy birthday to my money Dennis. My money is based out of Boston, Massachusetts. She celebrates her birthday today. And my money, if you're listening, congratulations. And let us show hope that you live to see many, many more birthdays to come. All right. Take this from Bridge Radio. Take this from Quincy T.Y. Julie. And also take this for the ASHFORD Garley. She just turned 35. Quincy.
Okay.
35 years old. She's single. And she's a virgin. Listen now. She's 35 years old. She's single and she's a virgin. My name will put me down. Go ahead, Quincy.
Swako. For a woman to announce that she's 35.
And then
God be the glory.
And then she's virgin too.
Hey. That one they gotta do test.
What can I tell you? You must say nobody announced with her before. Then you say you gotta do test.
Woman, they gotta do test.
And she has never been tampered with. Then you say you gotta do test. She might lie on herself.
When Charles skin hot, what the doctor they can do? And they can put a thermometer to take temperature. And they can put a thermometer to take temperature.
That was not true. But
listen now.
So that lie on the Quincy.
Woman, if a woman says she's virgin,
they
get thermometer that they can put down there to check it.
How you know?
I said they get thermometer. That thing get a thermometer. They can put it there to check it whether somebody go there or somebody not go there.
So that thermometer will tell whether or not she been taken away or not, right?
Thank you.
Damn it.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Look, a lot of people advise us that they say if you're building a house and you want to do your ceiling decoration, don't call any architect or these construction people. Call any of your Jew. Let her design your ceiling for you. The women there, they not see more than 300 ceiling. Because they're always looking up.
Wow.
After, don't you think this is an irony? The white man created the telephone like what we're doing right now, that video call. I see you see me, live video. You in America or in Liberia. We're praising the white people. We say, yeah, technology. Your grandma in Louisiana, she used a mirror and call you in Maria, yeah, they will say that witchcraft. How will Africa develop? It's not possible. Yeah. Look, when woman in love with you, one thing I learned and I know ASHFORD, when a woman is in love with you, nothing can change or make her to leave.
What can happen?
Especially when you get money. Now when you broke, when you have money and she in love, ASHFORD, even if your mouth can smell, she will tell her friends, say your own mouth smelling immature. My boyfriend must smell bad way like that. The one mouth smelling is very, very mature. They can smell just a sour milk. Only because you get money.
Wow.
I got advice from my brother then. When two women fighting, maybe two of your girlfriend, they fighting. Don't pardon.
So Quincy,
yeah.
Thomas and Dara Jalon. Who the woman will run to first?
Who the woman what?
Who the woman will run to first when it comes
to
woman again? Ain't saying when woman know you get money. Someone follow in Dallas, they know who they want to run to first. Who got more money?
You know, you already know.
I know nothing. I asking you in Liberia. I hear in America.
Mama,
I know.
if you drop my man, they don't accept it.
You say what? They don't what?
Accept it.
Oh, so they don't that credit be there. You pay later.
You pay later, accept it.
So someone follow get their money.
The rocket, my brother. Rocket. Raw.
They can't just finish. Oh my God, they can't just finish. Ah, yeah.
You know, start press conference.
They don't start what?
The press conference. You gotta guess how they like. Baby, I will eat it here with light.
My
Yeah, I will eat it there with you.
Quincy T.Y. Julie.
The level sharp. It will sharp all inside you.
Huh?
Yeah, I beg you. Two women fighting, don't pardon. Don't join inside. The one they will beat, that the one you will marry.
You say
it
what?
Will save you.
Say that again.
Two
Quincy.
women fighting, two of your girlfriend fighting. Don't pardon. Wait for them to finish fighting. The one they will beat, that the one you will marry.
Wow.
The one that can fight. Because you know your future safe. You will marry the one that's strong. My brother, if you marry a Floyd Mayweather, just get ready, you're beating loading.
Wow.
What? I beg you. This is why I want Junior that man. Even your girl, you want, you tell us the relationship over. I want you again. She will ask for transport.
Huh? Wait, ask my transport. You want to say when I break out now? Wait, ask my transport again, Quincy. It makes sense.
She can't visit you. You pay her way.
Wow.
To and fro. If you go visit her, you will still pay her way.
To and fro.
I beg you, man. You pour in your car, you drive out to a gate, you will still ask for transport.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joining us, we'll have Quincy T.Y. Julie in the building tonight, and we just want to take a quick commercial break to get a few words from our donor, those who believe in British Radio Africa. These days, everything seems difficult in Liberia. Traveling to Monrovia, buying things, and even getting around town. But one thing stands up above the rest, and finding a perfect place to stay. Whether you live in the United States or Liberia, OBG Real Estate Company is your best option for buying, building, or listing your home in Liberia. With over $25 million in insurance on our business, you can sleep at night knowing when you buy or rent a property in Liberia. With OBG Real Estate, you will have peace of mind and sleep at night. For more information, please contact OBG Real Estate at 810-333-3955 or 810-986-7089. We can also be reached at otovius@yahoo.com. But hey,
Broadcast syndication is just the easiest way to reach the entire country. John Brace Radio Africa, in collaboration with Super FM 95.5, Super TV Channel 10, and Joy FM 101.5 for Ashford Garden Live. Chat with the newsmakers, businesses, and social organizations. Starting Monday, September 21st, the program comes on Mondays and Wednesdays, 2 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 to 7:30 p.m. Liberian Time, with the medicine of the microphone, the golden voice of Liberia, Ashford the Giant, the now you know me Garley. That's Ashford Garley Live on British Radio Africa in collaboration with Super FM 95.5, Super TV Channel 10, and Joy FM 101.5. Broadcast syndication is in full effect. This is not a game. Not for no, that now you know me.
Quincy T.Y. Julie is in the building, my brother. Go ahead and do your thing.
I say, my brother, you know, there's Zogo there getting so many now in Monrovia. People all were trying to find solution. How to get those on the street. People talking about drug abuse. What generally go interview the incoming under the representative or senator? What are you going to do when it comes to drug abuse? And do you understand, man? The man said, now, drug abuse, the first thing we need to establish, what is drug abuse?
Huh?
Yeah, what is drug abuse? People can be passing here abusing these drugs there. That is drug abuse. Yeah. Whole day people abusing the drugs. All of us say chloroquine is stupid. The other one say paracetamol is a fool. The other one say Panadol is a stupid ass. That is complete drug abuse. I say, hey God, they think that for everybody.
Wow.
Lead it here in another area. Leave.
Hey, drugs are beautiful. Hey, Quincy, wow. I mean, that's more. You still there, Quincy? Yeah, wow. Yeah, like you're suffering.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My picture clear. Quincy picture, you're looking at that. Yeah,
you know it raining on this side.
Yeah, my brother. We already been there. Yeah, but go ahead.
You getting me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, it raining on this side.
Okay.
That's complete drug abuse. As well, that's drug abuse there. Chloroquine is a stupid fool. Paracetamol nonsense.
Damn it.
One guy go use machine gun as ringing tone. He downloaded it on his phone.
Machine gun as a what?
Yeah, you know when you put machine gun on.
Yeah, as a ringtone for him.
As a ringing tone.
Oh
On
my
your phone.
God. Damn
The
it.
man went LBDR. They pay back people online to get money. Somebody go call that man and a Chinese phone. Imagine that thing open loud in the bed. 2 days they're looking for John David, they can't find him. How John David left the bank, nobody knows. The man run away.
When John Dewey is a legend too. Wow. You can hear
the man of a way hostel.
Yeah.
And they got in the banking hall. Even the security, 3 of the tellers they lost. Just for that phone to ring one time, just a machine gun. Somebody open fire. I said, we're coming from war. You can't use machine gun as your ringing tone. Then you can't do bank. So that's wrong with you, eh? You're a fool. When you see some men lying to, after you see some men lying to somebody, gets them. Just because the man won't get done.
Quincy, listen. I want you to tell me how some of the men can lie to women just because they want kid dog. What are some of the things they can be saying when they want to lie to the women? They just a kid dog. Kid dog means you have sex with that woman, and you will tell them anything that they want to hear. Whether you broke, whether you got money, you will just lie to them. Quincy, what are some of the things they can say when they want to kid dog?
The man looking at their eyes, he said, baby, I can see my future children in your eyes.
You can see what?
A future children in the eye. That means you're pregnant. Or?
Yeah, you're pregnant. Hey, God. Yeah. That's number one. Go ahead.
Papa was a man allow. The meantime men can lie actually is when they're having the sex.
Oh, so are you saying the meantime men can lie is when they're having the sex?
That when we get stupider than ever before.
Okay, so what are some of the things the men not say or do when they're having the sex?
Listen, let me tell you something. The more sex we have, the stupider we get. The women get clever, we get stupid.
Wow.
How can you ride pimping motorbike to go to the motel? You're having sex and you rent pimp, you take pimping, you using button phone. Then you telling the girl you rent her apartment in Mama Point.
So who paying for the hotel?
Mama, that motel. Short time at 300-400. Okay. That the man paying $400 for short time.
The man is paying for the motel. He writing pimping, and the cell phone he's using. What kind of cell phone is that?
The button phone.
Button phone.
Button phone. Yeah.
But he's still telling the girl that you rent her an apartment in Mama Point. How can he afford
Yeah,
that?
because he on top of it. The man on top of the thing.
On top of
The
what?
girl. He on top of the girl.
Wow.
By that time, there's a blockade. He bring that function again.
So Quincy, the sweet batting, it can make me crazy, eh?
My brother, that thing I made one of our men, so I was in the house.
No, I just didn't hear what you just said. You said it may want to what?
The man so I was in the house.
You're in the house and the man sold the house because of Susie batting. Quincy.
Thank you.
So
you told the guys I gave you.
So what did he tell the girl, and what did the girl do for him to sell the house?
The technique they get a man, they get a man 424.
What is 424?
Well, it hard to explain. It can only be demonstrated.
Quincy, listen, that's why you are Quincy T and you on Bridge Radio Africa. So 424, I want you to explain it. Just how I can explain.
It hard to explain.
Thread on the needle, you know, I can explain all of that. But 424, I want you to explain it.
It hard to explain.
Quincy, what
it can be demonstrated.
But demonstrate it. I'm a brand another guy.
I will get my one demonstrate. I can't demonstrate.
No, I can bring another guy. If we agree, I can bring another guy right now, and we can demonstrate.
Then they got chicken fed up.
What do you got chicken fed up, Quincy?
Chicken fed up. Me one I made him make it. The message he make it a line. Chicken fed up.
You said what?
Chicken fed up, brother. Any get they say she will give you chicken fed up. Pull your clothes, run away.
Why is chicken fed up, Quincy?
I
want to know before. You know, I coming in November now.
Chicken fed up. When you see that girl lay, when she lay you on your back, put your foot in the air and sit down on your brother, and she reach for her bag.
Sit down on your what?
Your brother.
Where is brother?
Oh, the brother is the pebble.
Quincy, I have been out of that bro for so long.
Man, I speak Zaire, man.
No. Quincy got to be real, man. Blood.
You're in. Well, listen now. You're in the act now. You're in the act already. So did you lay on your back? She sit down on the beam. She sit down on your artery, trying to kill your dog, and she reach for her bag.
Also,
you really still let her take that bag.
So when you sit on the after name, he read the kid door, right? Okay, yeah. You know, I slow small, so I'm listening now. Yeah, go ahead.
When she reach for her bag, and you allow her to take that bag that the chicken feather she's going for.
Huh?
Yeah. She can put small spit on it, like they come and give you injection.
Damn it.
Yeah, put small spit. Especially put small spit, they put it straight in your nose.
Wow.
When she spin that chicken feather 2 times, the metal they get I get one horse in round crutch your ticket. When they get speeding for the second time, he said there's another 172nd ticket. The family property you may give me all of that. So
that's my deal.
You see, God made mistake.
When you say women, so I mean,
for every time a man having sex, a brain not function.
So
blood cannot be flowing to your brain.
You are saying that when a man is having sex, his brain is not functional. What is that supposed to mean?
It's going to coma.
So when you're having sex, your brain goes into coma.
Yeah, that's when you make those promises.
So when your brain goes, you can't think.
You can't think properly because you're renting in your one room, and you're telling somebody that the 4-story building started U.S. Embassy, you give it to them.
So you can rent in one room and having sex?
You understand me? The man renting one room. He renting one room. He goes to the motel to have sex. But he's telling the girl he's having sex with that there's a 4-story building in Mama Point. He will buy for her. He buy her 2 helicopters and 1 Bentley.
Wow.
So what he making you to tell that one?
D'accord.
By that time, look, blood cannot flow in your brain and flow down here. It's not possible. 2 of them can wake up together. When they bring up, they may sleeping. When they may wake up, they bring gone dead.
Wow.
You don't see your B-man,
Wow.
a wave car. You see B-man, a wave car that push and start, but a government driving SUV. They get some men like that.
Now, why so many renting and they can build homes for their girlfriends? And the man is renting here and where they're renting, but they got homes that have been built for the girlfriends. Why they gonna do that kind of thing? Quincy, I beg you, man. Explain the thing. Why is this?
No, but that is the same thing we're talking here now. You renting in some kind of 2-bedroom with 7 children here and your wife. Your school is all inside. You get your wife $500 liberty for market, for food market, but you get girlfriend $10 US to cook per day. You're not only a fool, you're a complete fool. The completeness of your foolishness is complete. The woman who in a house, who washing the clothes, getting your dog on a regular basis, doing everything for you. If you get 400, that means you get it, right? Well, you can get 5. You can get 500, and you go outside and get girlfriend $10 US.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you are beyond a fool. You more than a fool. I mean, the children have made the thing, it's going bad now. Burial and all, repass and all, they want careful. Amen. Amen. I thought that only wedding is supposed to do that thing.
Wow. Okay, Quincy, this is what we're going to do. It's time for women to call, and I want only women to call. The number for the women to call is 248 1718. That's the number to call. Women, I want you to call. Only women, I want them to call right now. Please call in. And as we wait for the women to call, Quincy, I want to personally, in collaboration with you, express our sympathy to the wife and family members of church people. I'm told church people passed away today.
Oh yeah, I heard that today.
So I just want to, at this time, say rest in peace, Mr. Chipo. My condolences to you, your family members, and Quincy can go from there. Quincy.
Yeah, we like to extend sympathy to the bereaved family, man. When God calls you, nobody, you can't, the women and I start calling you.
If a man calling, I will not answer the call. But if a woman, I will answer the call. Hello, caller, how you doing?
Yeah,
please tell us your name and where you call us from tonight.
I want to ask my uncle, can he get my dog?
Okay, uncle, you gotta tell us your name first. I know you want your uncle to kill your dog. I don't know how it is to kill your dog. But that's your uncle.
My name is Ed. I asked uncle can kill my dog.
Okay, uncle, hold on. Let uncle answer. Uncle, he kill her dog?
What kind of style you can get?
Okay, he asking what kind of style you can get.
Until
He
you
asked
go
you
home.
what kind of no, she said yeah, what kind of style you can give for him to carry a dog. Tell you asking you what kind of style you can give.
424.
Four- 424 they got chicken fed up.
Mm-hmm.
What you laughing? You might think was what's in you laughing?
Oh, God. What?
What
She,
listen, going guy nothing to do with it. They want to tell you say 424. They say going got nothing to do with this. They
if that
want
man, wait, who can get a friend the chicken fed? She don't want to give me chicken fed or he don't want.
I'm going to get chicken fed out at 424.
She said what?
my man. So I'll just be interpreting tonight.
No, but she delaying, so I'm not hearing her clear.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna listen to what she has to say again. Go ahead and say what you just say, boss. Boss Lily. Go ahead.
Uncle,
Yeah?
Uncle, are you married?
Yes.
Are you married, Uncle?
Yes, oh.
Are you married?
I say yes.
He said he married.
Are
He
you
said
married?
he said he's married, but most Liberian men who are married in Liberia are useless.
I don't want
He said, but anything and he said anything can happen.
What is that?
It doesn't matter, but can we get a dog?
Okay.
What?
She said she knows you married, but she asking whether you can carry a dog.
No, we can take care.
But getting dog and getting cat are the same thing. So
No.
No, not the city.
Oh, I want to see
And she said, Uncle, they can carry a dog. Let Uncle carry a dog for me. Let him represent me.
oh man.
Okay, I'll bring a chicken fed out.
Okay.
Ah!
See from me, chicken fellow. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to food in the
Don't blame it on me, I beg you. I just opened the telephone line and people calling. Don't blame it on me, I beg you. You say what?
Are you, Uncle?
Uncle, are you? Then
What
I
did she
mean,
say?
you say don't blame me on Ashford, are you?
Tell her on 21 day fast.
You say on 21 day fast.
Please answer me. Hey, Uncle, can we get a dog? I got chicken fed
Yeah,
out.
but on 21 day fast.
You say on 21 day fast. Can you hold on for the 21 day?
On 21 day fast too.
He said, can you hold on for the 21 day fast? You can.
We can be fasting. Let me fast and be getting dog.
We do that one.
Damn it. But who your ex-boyfriend? Look, the way you look, the way you sound, look, you ain't eat something a long time. Oh.
Ah! I tried to
I want strong.
Yeah, well, see, the woman says, oh, listen, she hold you strong because I just said something. She said you hold you strong because she eats something a long time. It's gonna be a dog fight. I say it's gonna be a dog fight. They want to eat it a long time, you know, and I love her because of her honesty. The woman is very honest. She ain't eating it a long time. So for her to give you something, it's gonna be a dog fight. Quincy, what you say?
I on 21 day fast.
But after the 21 day fast, get ready.
Yeah, wait for the 21 day fast to finish. In Liberia, America, you have 21 day more finish.
It does not have anything to do with me. She in Liberia. Listen, this one has not been tampered with for a long time. Quincy, when she catches you, you have to be careful.
She will not catch me. You will not
Actually,
catch me. You got to run away.
Right now, on vacation.
this is in Liberia. She on vacation. Hey, Quincy, I swear for you,
I will
Quincy.
run away.
It's in Liberia. She on vacation. I swear for you, Quincy.
And the same hard time we're facing in the country. You see, they say the hard time in Liberia is so bad to the point that you don't need alarm to wake up. Hunger, the alarm by itself, hunger, it can wake you up 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Back to the topic.
Go ahead. Man, throw it up. They want
Because you know, sometimes some people too, sometimes some people too ask for they're not creative.
Let me ask for the woman is trying to save her phone no more. Wait, what your name, madam?
Money Era.
Okay, Etta. Go ahead, Quincy. I am hanging the phone on you now because Quincy about to talk. Listen to the show.
So some people they're not creative. What do you mean?
Go ahead, my brother. I listen
Time
to you.
for women, we got time for women tone. What is that? You have to be very
Time
creative.
for what?
I see it, the thing you wrote there, time for women, TON.
Who were there?
You wrote it right by the cash app.
Yeah, that, hey. And they were looking for fire.
Yeah, I know, man. Look, you see, like what I like America for. Fatness for rich people.
When you say father of a rich, what do you mean? Quincy?
It's always good when you fat, be rich,
When you what?
especially in Africa. It's bad for you to be fat and you broke. I don't want them when you enter taxi with them. By the time you're on Broad Street, all your balls can be hurting.
Quincy, please hold on. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Gabriel Myers, Prince Blackman, Selma Gibson, Mawanda Dix. Thank you so much for your contribution tonight for Quincy T. Wajola. Quincy, when people spend money on you because of the things that you say on the radio and television, that just tells you that you are not an ordinary person. You have a gift. You have something that others don't have. And we've made tonight, we have $102 just because of you tonight.
By the grace of God.
Thank you, Quincy. Continue to do what you've done and always do. Not for British Radio Africa, but for Mama Liberia. God bless you, Quincy. The fact that you have agreed to come on here to share your talent and expertise to us on British Radio Africa and other parts of the world. May God continue to bless you. And my respect to your wife for even allowing you to be up this late, Quincy, to do this for Liberia.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Sure.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah.
On a day.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
And remember, go straight to French.
I'll wait for you.
Why, Mama, why don't you then we get Ashford?
When you say the Julian, you say what's the Julian what?
Wicked. I meet you in town, right? I meet the Jew in town. Oh, Quincy, where you going? I say, you went to Boulevard Palace or Grand Royal Hotel. I say, yeah, I just want to have some snack. Can you buy me pizza? For example, yeah.
Buy you pizza? Wait. You just see somebody, they say, when somebody is going to buy them pizza. So what is that supposed to mean?
The thing is, you know the person, you like the girl, you want her. You not approach her before, but she answer you yet. So in the process, she asked you to buy pizza. You buy the pizza for her, she go home, then she video recording her boyfriend, put it on Facebook and tag you. What are you supposed to do? That you don't want to clean the dishes when they finish eating. What are you tagging me for?
Dang.
Yeah. She the boyfriend eating the pizza you buy, or you take your money you buy. The other girl say the man when I collect change. The man get $50 US, they finish eating. They get her $10 US change. She say, man, let go, man, you big man, man. Why you want to embarrass people that $10 penny you want to wait for the girl? The guy say, you know what the $10 can do? That 2,000 liberty.
Wow.
That almost 4 gallon gas. He said, you know what the $10 can do?
That's more money. Yeah, Africa.
He said, hey, Jesus, oh yeah, that $10 Jesus can use it to feed 5,000.
Exactly. Wow.
You can look at big men that I tell them, man, talking about you 33 years, you still living your powers.
Syndication is just the easiest way to reach the.
Wow.
They can say, Jesus, how many years old? Jesus, 2,000 years old. You still living a father mansion.
Wow.
And you come to me telling me that I still living my power.
You know,
working class.
Listen, Quincy, whether right is not saying the cash app according to her. Whether the number is on there 248 978 1718. Whether if you are listening, that's the number. And just before Quincy gets back on, we want to take away from sponsor. Quincy, sponsor meaning our donors. So let us take a listen to them.
These days, everything seems difficult in Liberia. Traveling to Monrovia, buying things, and even getting around town. But one thing stands up above the rest, and finding a perfect place to stay. Whether you live in the United States or Liberia, OBG Real Estate Company is your best option for buying, building, or listing your home in Liberia. With over $25 million in insurance on our business, you can sleep at night knowing when you buy or rent a property in Liberia. With OBG Real Estate, you will have peace of mind and sleep at night. For more information, please contact OBG Real Estate at 810-333-3955 or 810-986-7089. We can also be reached at yahoo.com. But hey,
Syndication is just
already got making me laugh here, man.
Radio Africa in collaboration with Super FM 95.5, Super TV Channel 10, and Joy FM 101.5 for ASHFORD GARLEY Live. Chat with the newsmakers, businesses, and social organizations. Starting Monday, September 21st, the program comes on Mondays and Wednesdays, 2 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 to 7:30 p.m. Liberian Time, with the medicine of the microphone, the golden voice of Liberia. ASHFORD the Giant, that now you know me Garley. That's ASHFORD GARLEY Live on British Radio Africa in collaboration with Super FM. Super FM 95.5, Super TV Channel 10, and Joy FM 101.5. Broadcast syndication is in full effect. This is not a game. Not for no, that now you know me.
Yeah, Quincy, that you.
Yo, my man, I'm trying to wrap up.
It's time to wrap up.
See you.
I need 10 minutes before you can go.
Yeah. One guy sue a man, get a medical court. The judge, they make a big punish on his stitches. The judge say, so what they fighting about? You use cutlass to hurt your friend? The guy said, no, Your Honor. The man say, the only food he know or fruit he know that can take tears from people are the onion.
10 minutes, I'll call you back.
It's the only onion can take tears from people are. So I wanted to prove to him that they get other fruits that can take tears from people. That I want our passing with coconut. I buy one of the coconut, I chunk it on a that he ain't crying. So coconut too can take tears from people are. That only onion.
You
You
want
know that.
Wow. Damn it.
One of my men, the time after the picking can laugh.
When you say being
I saw the picking line. I give us as well. I thought Quincy will laugh. What? I see people laugh at that before for long.
When you say the picking can lie, what do you mean, Quincy?
Oh, the picking say before the war, they had 7 swimming pools. After the war, and robbers stole 2. You not hear that one before?
I haven't heard this before.
Eh?
I haven't heard this before. When you said the picking can lie and the armed robber and all that kind of stuff, I haven't heard this.
The men say they have 7 swimming pools in the compound. 7 swimming pools in the compound, but right after the war, and robbers stole 2 of the swimming pools.
Wow.
And used to the burger can laugh. The man say, they say he one policeman on Broad Street. The policeman went up, he never came back down.
Wow.
The guy said, what? He said that a friend said that on which day? He said on Thursday. He said that the same Thursday were coming from Ghana. With Ghana, Air Ghana. One policeman in the air stop, he said everybody must get out from the plane. The man said you can lie. Who tell you say they get traffic police up there? The guy said the same policeman you say the Tesla he went up and never came out. The same policeman. He said you can lie. One of the men asking you, the man said, actually your voice sounded different.
Wait. When he says my voice is sounding different.
Yeah, he said your voice sounded more diplomatic.
But I am a diplomat.
You heard about your girl, Majwa?
Tell him that I am working
You heard
on
about Majwa?
Tell him I'm working on another master's because I want to be the next chief of protocol of the Republic of Liberia. Tell him that.
Majwa.
Yeah.
You hear about your girl, Majwa?
Majwa. What's he say about Majwa? What Majwa?
The most 65-year-old, she just passing around for cleaning, says she want to go better.
How can you be 65 years old and go around from clinic to clinic?
She says she know who pregnant her. She want to do DNC. You know what the old lady?
What?
The rape thing is very serious as well.
No.
I mean,
no question.
Not the one for not the small children only. Like for the big people, able people, those who are above the age.
Question.
Any girl that goes to your house, she's not your girlfriend. She probably goes to sleep to your house maybe on the first night. My brother, if you do anything, if you have a kid dog, you have sex, send text to her the next day. Ask her, baby, how was it? If she tell you, say, it was cool, it was sweet, keep that text. You don't know tomorrow, she could accuse you of raping her. And the text will use as evidence to tell the girl, say, yeah, I text her, she say it was sweet.
Okay, Quincy, I want you to go back to what you said. You said when you go and have fun. In other words, when you had to make up with this person, and if there was a text message exchanged, continue from there.
The girl comes and sleeps to your house. You have sex, right? When she leaves and goes home, send her a message. Ask her, baby, how was it? If she reply and say, oh, it was nice, it was good, don't delete that text. If it will cost you to keep it for 20 years, keep it. In the future, this time the women can wait after 20, 25 years before they can come and accuse you, say you sexually harass them or you rape them.
But why?
That text will save. The text will save you.
Why would you think that she will come back to accuse you?
But ain't that what happening? In your America, there ain't happening. Women there coming up with about sexual molestation and harassment 20, 30 years ago.
No, but in all fairness, sometimes the reason why they're coming is because when it happened back then, it was not done in a way where they agreed. They were forced. That's why.
Agreed.
No, Quincy, let us start the fact.
That is why it's good to keep the text message.
You told me, my man, I beg you. We're not 14 years. It happened, It happened back then because, guess what? According to some of the women, they were forced. Quincy, you don't got no.
They were learning to.
Quincy, your uncle or your aunt sent for you to come to Liberia because they want something good to come out of you. And it's to go to school and stay with your auntie or stay with your uncle. They're not when a woman can sleep with a man. They're not when a man can sleep with a woman. Sometimes when some of the big women you have, they can go between the legs of the young girls. Some of the men can go between the legs of the girls. So because of poverty and they sent the child, listen, they might not have to be very poor, but perhaps they're in America and they say, you know what, let me just trust my child to this person. And in the case of that, you temper with that child because you feel that the child is staying with you and the child is vulnerable. This is
the child
This has happened, and this continue to happen in our country. This is not fair. There are men and women in our country who have abused underage young brothers and sisters.
Yes.
This got to stop. Go ahead, Quincy.
And the funny thing about it is, these guys who are doing this raping, where do they live? Right in the same community.
No, it's not about the same community.
No, I'm saying they live.
Quincy,
they live.
Quincy, the same community is you stretching it.
You're not getting me, Ashbro.
In how? That incest.
I'm saying the rapists, they live in the community. Why is it difficult for them to find some of them or catch them?
You asking me?
No, I'm not asking you. I'm just saying, why is it difficult for them to grab them? You will wake up in the morning, you will hear rape in Cinco or little baby. Less than 15, 20 minutes, You hear rape in another place, another baby. Making us, we the men, to look bad. What kind of medicine, man? What kind of medicine, man? Fooling the guy telling them that you want to have sex with a baby before you get rich. When he, the medicine man, said he ain't rich, he ain't have sex. Why you can't have sex with children?
I'm telling you.
The thing is just ugly.
And it just doesn't make any sense.
Then they say Labrador sign, I know Geneva Convention. What kind of signatory? Labrador to do no capital punishment, no this, no that. These guys destroying people's life and they want them to live. They want living.
This is not
especially
fair.
those that are raping babies, tearing babies up. I think Labrador need to go back and unsign. If we sign anywhere, we need to go back and unsign.
Man.
On a serious note, as well.
Yeah.
I got 4 girls. 4.
Quincy, you know, how many?
You try that nonsense.
Quincy, how many children you got total?
Where? Let me that one. Let everybody guess there. I said I got 4 girls.
No. How many children you have in total, Quincy?
Oh man, I get 4 girls. I don't want to talk about the boys that the girls are talking about.
Quincy, guess who is in Detroit this weekend? Guess who visiting Detroit, Michigan? You'll be shocked. Quincy, can you hear me? Yeah, Quincy, man. Quincy.
Labrador, you please start raping our small children. You had our future.
Quincy, guess who in Detroit?
Big girl.
Quincy, guess who in Detroit this weekend?
Who?
Consider Saye.
Who?
Consider Saye. Consider Saye.
Saye in Detroit.
My man, I will meet him tomorrow.
Damn it.
Consider Saye and Samson Koba and myself will be tomorrow. We'll take a picture. Consider Saye, Samson Koba will be together tomorrow. Hey, consider Saye just 15 minutes away from where I live. So we'll just go there.
When you were there, don't stand on side, stand on there, cover side.
Why? Why was that?
I could have slapped people.
You could have what?
You could have slapped people. Don't stand on his out.
My man, Quincy, look at me. Listen, ever since I got in the gym, I got all muscle. You see, I was slapping in America, and I would allow him to go free. I was
not the real kind of slap now.
Okay. Well,
not a real kind of slap.
Again, we want to say happy birthday to Mamuna Dennis. Congratulations. And let us show hope that you live to see many more birthdays to come. Quincy, we've come to the end of the program tonight. Your final words, dear brother, just before you come back next Thursday on the program. I don't know
by the grace of God
what you see behind Becca Matthews, but we lost church people, I'm told today. So go ahead and do your spin.
I like from my end, I like to say thanks to all those who tune in to watch the show. I hope I can inspire you more on the next Thursday. Thanks for your contribution. Even those who didn't contribute, I pray that the next time God will place something in your hands so that you're part of it. And but just don't forget that we're all in transition. You know, do your best, live good. You don't own anything in this world, so don't even give yourself a headache. Yeah, just do good to humanity. So peace, love. Let's stop this rape. It's dangerous for our children. Your good night.
Thank you, Quincy. And folks, I'm afraid it's all the time I have to be with you tonight. God willing, I will be back tomorrow night with a very special edition as we plan to memorialize the former Chief Justice and former Justice Minister of the Republic of Liberia, Church Chipo. My special guest will be Samuel P. Jackson tomorrow night. Very special edition of ASHFORD GARLEY Live on British Radio Africa. Until then, folks, that's all the time I have to be with you. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. The height of a man is never known until he rises. And there's no second chance to make the first impression. Don't see okra and swallow bone. When women know you friend black man. Whether no mozo and one je matable to dry. Are you adi wapo? Dry sit to by ye gay. Zewan bloda and jaco much the medicine of the microphone. The golden voice of Liberia. And now you know, man. Have a good night. I'm ASHFORD GARLEY, y'all. Oh, man.